Welcome to day 2 of our West Coast road trip with lots of hiking. Today we'll be traveling to the JAMES IRVINE Trail, where we'll hike all the way to Fern Canyon. On day 2, we left our hotel, drove by some more gift shops, went into more Bigfoot museums, dipped our toes into the Pacific Ocean, crossed the river, and then headed down to the Prairie Creek Visitor Center, where we talked to a really nice ranger who gave us this better map. Then we did our 14-mile out and back to Fern Canyon, drove up the road, we saw a big tree, we saw a corkscrew tree, and then we headed back north to our hotel again. There. Hey, we should try to find a lookout point. I want to put my feet in the Pacific Ocean. While I may not be putting my toes into the water, look at that. This is so beautiful. A little hazy. I wonder if there's a place where we can pull up to the beach if we drive further down the road. I want to see more. Don't jump. Pretend like you're gonna jump. Like do this, like this. Like a ski move.
Don't jump!
Should I hold it? Let me do it again. Say it again. Ready?
Don't jump!
The action was better first time.
Don't jump!
That was a lot of fun, but let's drive down the road and see if we can find a spot to pull up on the beach. I want to see more. Woo! That's gold! You know me, I could stand here all day and film water, especially when there are birds in the background. Ooh, I see West Coast seagulls over there. So much different than East Coast seagulls. Look at, they're preening their tummies. Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Birds and water. Who needs Redwoods hiking trails anyway?
Do you think the sand fleas are bad here, or could I lay down and make a little sand angel? Want to get that up? Woo!
Continuing on our way to the hiking trail, we stopped at the Trees of Mystery. And while we didn't go on their tree tour, we did go inside their gift shop, and we had some amazing fun out in the parking lot. I won't go to your room. Jeez, how rude. Men. I'm filming it. Okay. Say something. I promise we did make it to the trail on time. This will be a 3-part video. We'll be hiking James Irvine Trail, the Fern Canyon Loop, and stopping to see big tree and corkscrew trees on the side of the road. Links are in the description. I want to show you this handbook again, the Hike the Parks, Best Day Hikes, Walks, and Sites, John Soares, I think it's pronounced, Redwood National State Parks. It's a small guide, so it fits nice in luggage if you want to take it along with you. And it has photos and maps and descriptions of trails. However, the trail lengths are taken from signs, and from our experience, we have found that the trails were longer than what was described here, so just know that in general. So we're going to do the James Irvine Trail, and then further past that we'll go to Fern Canyon Loop, which is right over here, and then we'll go back again. I love it when a hike begins with a bridge. Just for reference, we're at the visitor center. We used the restrooms, very clean. We went into the gift shop. We were greeted by the rangers. We got a free map. We talked about what we were going to see, and we headed out on our way. Now, we had originally looked into hiking out and then shuttling back, but the shuttle's website was like, we don't have to show up if we don't want. We can cancel at any time, and it just was very sketchy. And the ranger just told us not to rely on those shuttles at all. She said, make sure you can hike out and back if you're going to do it. And of course we can. Also, people can get ahead of time. You can buy a permit pass or get a permit to park out there and drive out. But the road is very bad, and the ranger just said, like, you want a 4-wheel drive, you have to cross water and stuff. And we didn't want to mess with any of that, so we're just going to hike it out. Now, I looked up this hike in my book, and I really loved how it looked in the guidebook. And then I checked out some hiking videos on YouTube, but most everyone said, like, only the first 1 or 2 miles of this trail is good. And after that, go back and skip ahead and go to Fern Canyon. What? Check out that warning sign. You better make sure you can make it back if you're gonna go out. I can't help it. I just don't believe that the first 1 or 2 miles of a trail are really wonderful, and then all of a sudden it gets really boring and bad. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. You think these massive trees aren't going to be the whole distance? Come on. Hey, what's that guy doing here? You just never know who's living in a tree. All right, here we go. We're on our way off to Fern Canyon to see the dinosaurs. But first, bridge. Bridges are one of my favorite things. I think it will be very interesting to see how many people we pass on this long trail today. It's Sunday morning, so weekend. There could be some hiker traffic here, but it'll be interesting to see how much. Another bridge. Look at this one. Oh, this is what I traveled across the country for. Bridges in the Redwoods. I hope you appreciate how much it took for me to be quiet while walking on the bridge. You could hear the footsteps and the silence of this forest again. So quiet out here. I'm used to bird song all the time. The one thing about Connecticut, and I really love it, is the birds are singing all the time, and that doesn't happen out here. I don't know why. I'm seeing another sign ahead. How far have we come? Not very far. Check out this trail. I am in love with this hike. It is just one massive towering tree after another out here. It is so stunning. Look at this. Bread or butter? Bread or butter? Ooh, jelly. That is so much fun. Do it. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, go on. What's the magic word?
Please?
No, you're supposed to say the one from Lord of the Rings. What's over the door? Welcome, friends.
Some Mines of Moria.
Yeah. Fail. Check out the size of these trees. Oh my gosh. Just touch it as you go by. Put your hand out. Put your hand out. Woohoo! I can hear them behind me talking about banana slugs. It keeps taking tons of photos. The ranger actually told us what the record was on this trail of how many hundreds of slugs somebody saw. I don't remember the number, but that was probably a rainy or humid day. I don't think we'll see that many today. Look at that though. Check this out. What? I don't think you're just not going to understand how massive this is. I'm walking under the roots of a tree. That is crazy. Did you hear how quiet it was when I stopped and looked into the treetops? While waiting for these two clowns to catch up. Wait, look at that. I think they just found another slug. I'm really loving her enthusiasm over the bugs and slugs. Check out this bridge! Woohoo!
As soon as it hurts, it's going to hurt the rest of the day. I took an episode.
I'm telling you, we're not very far into this trail, and it is already my most favorite trail that we have done so far. I am eating this up. Check out what's coming too. All right, I'm going to take you for a quiet walk over this bridge. Okay, pose for the photo.
Okay. Oh, balls.
Something over your head. Sometimes we just can't help ourselves. The humor's too obvious. Nice bench. And check out these trees. Gorgeous. I just cannot get over how clear this trail is, how beautiful this trail is. I mean, the path itself to walk on, how massively skyscrapery these trees are. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's like the size of our living room. It's bigger than our living room. How big do I think my living room is? It's like MTV Cribs up in there. Keep one up there to film. It's like a whole ton of rooms winding around. And then we lost her in there, circling around. Where are you? Echo. Oh, there she is. It just never gets old. You will really find the kid in you out here going under things, stepping over things, winding through trees, getting lost up in rooms. It's so much fun. And those hiker YouTuber reviews were wrong about it suddenly getting boring and you have to turn back and skip to the end. No, some of the best stuff is out here. I mean, look at this. I'm walking between a cut tree that's taller than I am. How is this boring for anybody? Look at this. Here's another one. This is massive. If you don't find this amazing, I just think there's no hope for you. I'll also mention half the fun of this trail are the climbing obstacles on the side of the trail. I mean, MTV Cribs. There's been trees falling down over gullies to cross. Look at this. I'm stepping up onto a climbing tree. Ooh, there's a ledge up here.
Where'd she go? Look at this. You know how old this tree is?
Oh, she's right there.
Yep, this place is like a huge playground, and Keep has been like the queen of climbing all this stuff. Like some of them I'll look at and go, yeah, maybe I'll climb that. She has climbed every single one, crossed every single bridge, just having a blast out here. I need to stop and watch my footing for a second because these are steps. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera too well, but I'm going down steps. In the woods, which is one of my favorite things. Next to giant trees. Those are my favorite things. On the left is the Miners Ridge Trail. And here's our sign. We're 4.5 miles into our 6-mile journey. Continuing on. And here she goes again. This is a pretty deep gully under her. Look at what I found, though. I'm going winding through this because this is awesome. Ooh, this is one of my favorite things. And you know me, I must record every single bridge crossing. This one's a little different. I'm liking it. Looks like the trail is weaving us through a little tree nook. Ooh, a little bit of an obstacle here. So challenging. Not really. This is so unreal. It's so surreal, I should say. Just being here in general is so surreal. Look at the ledge drop off to the left, though. What? Watch your step. Look, I found another bridge. With steps down to it. Who says this trail is boring in the middle? What is wrong with people? I just can't get over that comment. I'm going to let it go now, though. I promise not to bring it up again. I think. I can tell we're getting close to Fern Canyon because I can hear screaming tourists. You would think dinosaurs were catching them and hauling them off. That's how much screaming I'm hearing. I'm not sure why, but it's going to be quite the culture shock after leaving these silent redwoods. Look at how beautiful this trail is with the ferns on the side and the perfect little path in the middle. So this was listed, I think, as a moderate to difficult trail, but that's just about the length of the trail. The elevation is fine. The path is clear. There's lots of bridges. It's very well maintained. I would not call this a difficult trail at all. Even when we're going up and down hills, the grade is not that steep. I mean, they've done a really great job with switchbacks and all that good stuff. I just heard more people screaming. I don't know if it's going to get picked up on this phone or not, filming, but yeah, here we go. How close are we? Pretty close. 0.3 miles. Look at these roots on the ground. They almost look like jawbones. Like, look, dinosaur fossils, jawbones. Or maybe like octopus tentacles. Another bridge. See, you don't miss a thing when you're on Moth Mom tours. All right, we have arrived. To the left is the exit coming up out of the canyon, but we're going to continue straight forward and go down into the canyon, and then we'll walk the length of it. We'll come out here later. See you then. I'm going to try to enjoy this last bit of semi-quiet because I can hear the random screams coming from down below. The dinosaurs are clearly enjoying their lunch. Ooh, check this out. Plank walk. You know how sometimes they'll have different textures down to keep the animals from leaving the zoo or the park? I wonder if that's what this is for. To keep the dinosaurs in their places so they don't want to come out of the canyon. Why would they want to come out of the canyon? We're feeding them. You just keep telling the tourists to come here. More stairs. We're going down toward this canyon. It's getting so exciting. Of course, that will make me one of the stupid tourists. I won't scream though. The dinosaurs won't hear me and they won't eat me. More stairs. Oh, we're getting close now. I'm not going to look up because I can see stuff and I don't want you to see until we arrive. I feel like the Jurassic Park's theme should be playing right now. Right now. Wait. I'll get it this time. Right now. Ta-da! We're at the top of Fern Canyon. The link to the Fern Canyon section of this hike is in the description.